the metabolic coaching, two key things for me have been that I was able to get off of prescription acid reflux medicine and metformin for diabetes. And so just very, very thankful for the program and what it's done for my health. And my A1c went from 9.1 to 5.6, which is considered perfectly normal. Well, what brought me to metabolic coaching is back in September of last year, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I'd been very, very tired, just like exhaustion, like no energy to do anything, and I knew something was wrong. So went to my doctor and was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. My fasting glucose was 200.
Really?
And I knew, that I was in trouble. And diabetes does run in my family, and so I was not shocked, but was still pretty devastated with the diagnosis. My oldest brother lost his kidneys to diabetes, and so I have seen the road that he's gone down, and that was very scary for me, and I knew that I did not want to go down that road no matter what it took. And my doctor recommended basically the American Diabetes diet and was going to set me up with a nutritionist to kind of go down that road diet-wise. And a week later, my stepdaughter, told me about your program, and I started on the diet, and lo and behold, within about 2 weeks, I saw my numbers going from, 200 down to 100, and just continually getting better throughout the day until they were perfectly normal. So it took a lot of determination, a mindset that I knew this was what my body needed, but I just had to have the right mindset to make it work. And I just knew that I did not want to go down that road that the typical diabetic goes down, with having it partially under control, but continually having to take more and more medications. Mm-hmm. And even though they feel like they're following the diet that is recommended normally for diabetics, they continue to get worse. And I just did not want to go down that road. 3 months later, and my A1c went from 9.1 to 5.6, which is considered perfectly normal.
So what did your doctor say?
And she was pretty shocked. I think she didn't really understand exactly how my diet was working for me, but she said, I guess keep doing what you're doing because obviously it's working. So it's now time for me to go back to the doctor to see what it's doing now, but anymore, I don't even test it on a regular basis. Every time I do, my numbers are perfectly normal. So I'm just not even worried about it now, and I know this is just what my body needed, that I cannot handle the sugar, I cannot handle the carbohydrates. And for me, it's going to be a lifestyle, and a healthy lifestyle. I feel like now I'm going to be even healthier than I was before. Even with the diabetes, I just feel like that's almost a non-issue now. Now it's just that this is what my body needs to be healthy. I had fought for years and years, no matter how much I tried to lose weight, I couldn't. No matter what I ate, I always had basically like a bloated stomach and acid reflux for several years. It had just continued to get worse until I finally had to get on prescription medication for it. And now I have no acid reflux. My energy level's been great. I feel so much more healthy than I have for years. Mm-hmm. And so I think my body couldn't handle the carbohydrates, and it just finally, eventually, turned into the diagnosis of diabetes. Stomach bloating is gone. I've lost not so many pounds, but a lot of inches. So I've actually dropped down about 2 pant sizes now.
Mm-hmm.
And just continue to see, changes in my body that are for the good. And with an 11-year-old granddaughter that I love to go do stuff with, and a brand new grandbaby that's 3 weeks old now, I have a lot to look forward to, and I want to have the energy and the health to be able to do that with them. And also other family members. My husband's on the diet now, not as strict as I am, but he definitely can tell a lot of changes in his energy level too. His main thing is I had noticed that he kept saying, I'm tired, I don't feel like going somewhere, I think I'll just stay home. And now all of a sudden he's like, let's go, do whatever somebody calls and asks us to do, or go out with friends. He's got the energy, to do that. So he can tell a big difference, and I can tell a big difference mainly in his energy levels. And so I'm anxious to kind of get back to some more testing to see what my cholesterol levels, triglycerides, and all that were a little high. And so I'm anxious to see with this diet what those levels have done too. And originally I was taking one metformin tablet, and I haven't even been taking that anymore. My blood sugar levels are staying perfectly normal.
So you were able to get off the metformin and get off the acid reflux?
And acid reflux medication.
Okay.
So never had an issue with high blood pressure or any of those. So that was not an issue with me. It was just the low energy, stomach bloating, those type issues. The metabolic coaching, two key things for me have been that I was able to get off of prescription acid reflux medicine and metformin for diabetes. And so just very, very thankful for the program and what it's done for my health.
Who would you recommend take the metabolic coaching program?
Anyone that I think has issues with blood sugar, high blood pressure, just taking too many prescription medications, issues with stomach problems. Gosh, I can just think of so many different cases. Pain, inflammation in the body. Gosh, there are just so many different illnesses that I think could be very much either kept under control or eliminated with the metabolic coaching.
Okay.